Alright, welcome back to Nick Lenz's Comic Corner, Classic, Legendary, and Classics. This is episode number 32, 60, let me look over here, I think it was 60, when was it? 67, Doubleshot, 31, 61. First up, we're going to do two comic corners here. First up, it's the digital one. So let's see, two Marvel trades. First up, it is a book that a lot of people think, like, really? I thought he wouldn't fit in this stuff, but, well, given the context of this, basically, it's a Spider-Man book under the Black, White, and Blood stuff, but they did something interesting. They decided to have this set during the era of the Black Suit and Blood, which technically it's a Black, White, and Blood series. It's basically more violent stuff. Now, Spider-Man normally would not fit under this thing, given fact he wouldn't do stuff like this. But because it's the Venom symbiote, that's the reason why basically it's like this. And I'm like, that's a brilliant idea. Very original when it comes to Spider-Man. Like, yeah, I guess that maybe someone was like, hey, can we put Spider-Man? Like, no, he wouldn't fit. Like, wait, what if we put him in the black, what we set doing the Black Suit stuff? Because he was kind of a different person when he was hosting the Venom symbiote. I guess I was like, brilliant. Really right away. We're doing a series of books. So, for the first issue, we have stories are Losing Face, Inside House, Dysphoria, and Fade to Black. Losing Face is written by Jane DeMatteis, art by Elaine Kagura. Inside House is delivered by Alyssa Wong, art by Frank Gooden. Demo is written, drawn, and colored by Justin Egan. Fade to Black is done by J. Michael Zensky, art by Samit Kamar. Edge of Rogues, written by Erica Sanchez, artwork by Marcella Ferreira. Blood, Beggars Fried in Blood, this is by Dan Jurgens, and artwork by Brett Beating. You have Greg Weisman writing Shock and Awe with Javier Fernandez. Never Watch by Justina Ireland, artwork by Neo Diaz. Whatever Happened to Mr. Blood, Master Blood, written by Al Ewing, art by Juan Campbell. Cornerstone, written, drawn, colored by Leonardo Romano. We have G. Willows doing Past Alliance with Valentina Pini. The Achilles Shield, written by David Lee, art by Tanamgur, and the Mind of Master, written, drawn, colored by Hayden Sherman. At least when they did this book, at least they picked people who actually knew how to write Spider-Man. I mean, these people have. Some might be a little surprised who actually wrote these books. I mean, DeMatteis, people know him pretty well. Like, launch comic heads are really for Spider-Man stuff. As a matter of fact, he did some recent, like Shadow of the Goblin, Spider-Man Ben Reilly, and Lost Hunt. J. Michael Zensky, yes, people know him for One More Day, but he did have a run prior to that. You think, did Alyssa Wong write anything for Spider-Man? No, not that I could think of. Dustin Egan? Nope. Erica Sanchez? No. Dan Jurgens? This might surprise you. He has written Spider-Man 4. The very first volume of Sensational Spider-Man, he wrote the first 16 issues of that book. I think it's an arc too. Greg Weisman. I think I'm trying to think. I don't think he actually wrote any Spider-Man for this. I don't think so. Justin Ireland. Nope. Al Ewing. I don't think so, no. G. Willow Wilson. Not that I can think of, no. Damage Sleedy, yes. So first up, from issue 1, we have basically Spider-Man deal with a death, per se. It's called Losing Face, it's JMT story. Like, basically it's about her here a little more seriously. There's actually one story in here where he actually has to save a neighborhood girl. And she's like, I think you're nicer, I've changed. He's like, last time I saved anybody. So he's captured, then he basically is freed. He's basically brought home, and then we have a circle into the house where it features Mary Jane Watson. Yes. Where it's basically her being haunted by the Venom symbiote. It's basically, I think, like Peter forcefully reconnected to it. Then we have Fade to Black, which is basically, I think this is like a flashback Again, this is one of the more better ones. It's basically set during the early days of him having the symbiote. It's just basically just him trying to converse with wrenching hands with Mary Jane at the end of the story, but not well. And then issue 2, love the cover here. Where he has all the people who hosted him, including frickin' Null. Yes, Null appearance in this cover. Yeah. So as for then, this story focused on Michael Morbius. Yes. Now, as far as I remember, I don't think Morbius ever fought Spider-Man when he was at the Black Symbiote. So I guess this is the writers like, hey, did Morbius ever fight Spider-Man under the Black Symbiote? No? Let's do that. And that's about Erica Sanchez. I gotta admit, this actually was a really smart idea for her to do that. Burgers, fries and blood. This one is basically just Spider-Man trailers and food, and then interrupted by Daredevil and Bullseye. Well, a past version of them, anyways. Oh, because we have the Black Symbiote. The one thing we don't see here, and thank you, whoever was the editor of this book, remembered, oh yeah, these stories didn't have this. No cell phones. Yeah. Because when Spider-Man was host Symbiote back in the 80s, there was no cell phones back then. And thank you for who basically edited this book, thank you for remembering that. Yeah, then we have Shock and Awe by Greg Weisman, which basically has sort of take on Shocker. I do like the artwork. The artwork is really good. Yep. Issue 3, Neighborhood Watch. This is the one where he saves the girl who's actually shocked like he's different than usual. Master Blood. This is a story set during Secret Wars. And he apparently becomes Master Venom. And the reason why no one remembers it because Kang wiped him existence. And then we have a story involving Spider-Man dealing with, well, it's Cornerstone. It's basically him dealing with Mysterio and a few other villains. Again, but this story is a lot of fun. As for the final issue here, Past Lives. It's basically having Spider-Man have the Cloth Armor suit, not the symbiote one. Where he runs into Black Cat. He's more nicer. It means he's not an influence of the symbiote, but he's still wearing the black suit. And then we run into this professor here who's wearing this suit. This Damage Lane story. Who was a bank robber, and does he get killed? No, well, he basically follows those steps. Something they kill him per se. Then we have Hands on Master, where the whole thing of this one is that Spider-Man deals with the gang of basically the Master Planner's henchmen, but without Dr. Octopus. He's mentioned, but he's not in the story. It's basically the henchmen. It's just them doing what the heck they want. And that's it. All in all, really good book. I thoroughly enjoy this one. I give this book an 9 out of 10. Next step we have is Star Wars: The High Republic, Phase 3, Volume 1. Known as Children of the Storm. Yep, Phase 3. This collects, I believe, the first 6 issues of Star Wars: The High Republic, Volume 3. Oh, excuse me. First 4 issues plus material from Star Wars Revelations. So basically, the whole thing. This one is like a space station blew up, probably from the Starlight miniseries, and this is basically the aftermath. I gotta admit, the book by Calvin Scott. This book was actually really good, because other books been okay at best. But yeah, it's like somebody must have told him like, hey, can you tell a good story for this era? Yeah. Still, of course, we have no familiar Jedi here. It is just a good sci-fi story, and the Revelation is just another prequel story to what happens in the main book. But there's like a little adventure here per se. Despite the fact the characters' names are forgettable, but hey, at least the story was actually really good. Yeah, compared to the previous stories per se for this series, just overall really good. I actually surprisingly enjoyed this. I'm going to give it a 8.5 out of 10. It was surprisingly really good. Yep, so yeah, that's particularly a particular video. Please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, turn notifications. Next up, we're going to do one more Comic Corner, and then it's back to Jiraiya for the last 3 episodes of the series. Okay, continue to the next video. If I get anything here. Bye. Bye.